Hey guys, I'm back with a chat video and I wanted to share some thoughts I had with you about where I kind of want to take this YouTube channel, what I'm doing, just thoughts that have been going on in my mind. I've also got a few rants to go on, so I would also love to hear if you want to rant in the comments section too. Now, I will say my rants don't have anything to do with anything that's important. It's just stuff that, as I've been in self-isolation, that has just come to the forefront and kind of gotten on my nerves a little bit, or makes me just go, why? And then I saw something on Instagram this week that was a huge oops. And I'm going to share with you part of that. I'm going to tell you what the person did, but I'm not going to share the information because I just don't think that is right. But without further ado, let's get into this chat video. So, since I have been in self-isolation as well as you guys have, everybody is, except for our essential workers, which I am incredibly thankful for, I have been putting up more videos and trying to produce more content for you guys that are interested in watching my channel. I will readily admit, sometime in 2018 through 2019, I became so lax on doing YouTube videos. It was not something that was in the forefront of what I was doing with my life. There is a fly in here. I hear it. I don't know if hopefully it's not picking up on the camera, on the microphone on the camera. Anyway, Chanel was like looking at it too. Both Chanel and Coco are in here with me. I'll show you them in a minute or sometime in the video. Anyway, back to the YouTube channel. I had other things that took priority in my life. We're gonna have some barking going on. Yeah. Anyway, and that's okay. YouTube is a hobby for me. It is not a job or anything like that, but it is something I love to do, and it is a hobby. But in full disclosure with you guys, I would like to see the channel grow. And I realized that in 2019, because of the fact it wasn't a priority for me, it didn't grow. I didn't put a lot of effort into it. And that is not y'all's fault. It's my fault. And I take full responsibility for my actions. So I have been putting up more videos because I've got more time now, and it has not grown much. I do see a tiny little bit of growth in these past few weeks or past month, and then people will unsubscribe. So I've been trying to make the content better, more interesting. I realized that all of a sudden I just can't go and start talking about some topic that I know nothing about. That would be ridiculous. So I'm going to keep some of the same type of topics that I've done before, but I'm trying to bring more personality into it and it not be so staticky, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to do a little bit more with the editing to make it interesting for you guys. I just don't know where this is going to go. And I would still like to continue doing YouTube, but I feel like I'm such a paradox or an enigma right now with my thoughts. On one hand, I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion trying to become one of those influencers that's all I do. That is not who I'm trying to become. But on the other hand, because I do put a lot of time, effort, and energy into it, at least right now, I would like to see it pay off. So I am trying to do some different things, and I've been looking at my channel's analytics. Some of them I don't quite know how to read, so I've watched other people's videos and got some sort of an idea. So with that being said, there's some videos that just don't do well on my channel. There's others that do fairly good for me, and then I've got some off-the-wall stuff that I've done years ago because other people were doing it. I jumped on the bandwagon, and they're doing really well right now. Like, I did the Tennessee accent tag in 2014 when people were doing a lot of tag videos. It is getting the most views right now, and I have no idea why. I was just like, whatever. But so this is my thoughts right now, is to do about 99.9% content that is fashion related, and that whether that be clothing, handbags, shoes, accessories, stuff like that, but almost all fashion. I really enjoy that. I have done cooking videos in the past, and some of them have done really well. I did eBay videos in the past. eBay's pretty much dead for me. I sell something every now and then. And one of those videos has probably got more views than any others on there. But it's not something that I do all the time, if you know what I mean. Whereas fashion is something that I have been interested in years. I don't work in the fashion industry. This is my outlet for fashion as well as shopping. And a little bit on Instagram too. But I want to try to keep it more fashion related, where I still will probably do a chat here and there, because I like to talk, you guys. You know I like to talk. But I'm probably not going to do, even though I haven't done it in a while, but I'm probably not going to do any more food videos. I thought originally when I was doing them, number one, I love to cook, I love to bake, I love to grill. That is something I genuinely love to do, but when I go back and look at the videos, again, there's a few odd ones out there. They just don't get the number of views, and they take an extraordinary amount of time to film, edit, produce, everything. And it's not that I am resenting that effort, because I don't, but when you do put so much time and energy into it and you get 50, 60 views, it's like, and I am super don't get me wrong, I am so thankful for each and every view I get, but it's kind of like I could do a Louis Vuitton unboxing and get in the hundreds of views, and I can make a pizza and get 60, 70 views, maybe 100. Do you see where I'm going with that? And I'm probably gonna pull back, other than on the like hair care, skincare, beauty related videos. I haven't done many of those in a while. I am gonna film a Sephora haul, because I did participate in the VIB Rouge show. So I am gonna do that and put that up this week. But I am definitely going to try to focus on more styling videos, and I'm going to film some more back there outside, not inside, not in the front yard, but in the back, because there's a lot of greenery back there, and I like greenery, and I think they look better, and I love the way they turned out. I'm terrible at posing, don't get me wrong, but I think they're more interesting, and I think people like those more. So I'm definitely going to try to do more styling videos, and you catch me looking off right now. It is not the prettiest of days right now. It's been raining off and on. I'm going to try to get at least one styling video today, maybe one tomorrow. I wanted to do one with like styling a Balmain jacket 3 ways, something like that, even though I just styled it with a skirted fancy denim skirt, but and it was in another thing, but I want to put like a is it compilation, is that the right word, where I do 3 different outfits that look different. And you know, it may be the same stuff I've shown before, but I just wanted you guys to get a better quality video, or more interesting video. And I've also I got my clothing rail in here. I forgot where I put this clothing rack. It's a rail that actually will stand up so you can see the clothes up high. I'm going to do like a best of fashion video where I show you what I think is the best brand of t-shirts, the best casual chic brand, stuff like that. So I'm gonna film that. That's my plan, to film that today. And I thought I might could do that one outside, but I don't think so. I do have a microphone that I can attach to the camera but with all that being said, there is some neighbor that direction who is sawing logs, and it is awful outside, so that is probably not a good idea. I think it would be weird to do a voiceover in that kind of thing. Anyway, these are just my thoughts. Right now it's going to be a chat here and there, a Sephora haul when they have sales, you know, twice a year, and mostly just fashion related. You know, there won't be as many luxury unboxings. I do have, I've showed you everything that I've got now. I don't have anything coming in the near future, but I do foresee in a couple of months showing you some more luxury items. I'm waiting a couple months for the purchases, but you know, that will be coming up for sure this year. And that is my plans for my channel. And I wanted to kind of jump on Instagram right here now. Whereas the YouTube channel seems to be stagnant in the amount of subscribers, my Instagram page is actually growing. It has a lot less, but it has grown several hundred in the past 6 months, and I'm extremely thankful for that. Right now, most of the content on Instagram that I do is like bird photography, because I'm taking literally this setup right here, I'm switching the lenses out, and I'm taking it on my deck and photographing the birds and squirrels that are out there. I have seen a chipmunk, not been able to catch it on camera yet because they move fast. But that is something that I do a lot. I also do some travel photography when I'm able to travel. And I like to do fashion content. And I know people say, the experts in Instagram are like, you need to get a niche. Well, you need to get a niche with YouTube. You need to get a niche here. You need to get a niche here. I will tell you that fashion and travel can kind of go hand in hand. Fashion and nature can, but I can't very easily get a picture of me in a fashion outfit with a bird, and I don't know how to Photoshop stuff in, and I think that could be ridiculous looking. But with that being said, you're gonna see some bird photography, some squirrels, maybe some videos. I've already done a video of a squirrel eating some corn. And I'm going to try to do some more selfies, or not selfies, but self-portraits with my camera. And I do have a rant coming up that I'm going to include this in, my little remote control. Hopefully I won't forget to rant about that. But that is something that I've been doing on Instagram, and if they don't seem to be in one niche together, I'm like, oh well, I'm going to keep doing what I want to do with it. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to mention about the chat before I go into my rant. No, I think, the only other thing is, if I do take a trip sometime in the future, hopefully we will be able to start traveling soon. I do have a trip planned later this year. I do plan on vlogging that a bit and doing some travel vlogs, but that is not something that is all the time on my channel. So anyway, well, let's get into the rant part of this video. I actually made quite a few notes about the rant. Oh my goodness. So I ended up clicking on an ad, and it was either Instagram or Facebook, but Facebook owns Instagram, so it really doesn't matter. And it was of the Goldbelly website. And if you're not familiar with it, I would suggest probably not clicking on the ad, because you will see them all the time. Now what it is, if you know what Farfetched is, this is kind of the same thing except for food, where it's one website where you can order food from different businesses all across the United States. I don't know if they ship internationally or not. I do think they ship to Alaska and Hawaii, but they charge a crazy amount in shipping. I want to say it was like $35 or something. But here's the deal. All the food looks amazing on there, and I was like, ooh, I want to try that. So I clicked on the ad, and the price was outrageous. It was like $100 or $99 for 6 Philly cheesesteaks, and I went, what? What is going on? So not every day, but several days, not days in a row, but every once in a while, especially since I've been in self-isolation, I clicked on the ad for something else, and I'm like, ooh, that looks good. How much is that one? And one of the ones I specifically wrote down, let me make sure I can find it on here. I'm pretty sure I wrote the prices somewhere. Oh, here it is. It was key lime pie on a stick. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had one of those. They are amazing. I had one many, many years ago when I went on a cruise that stopped in Key West. What they do is they will make a key lime pie, and then they freeze it. And then they will cut it in slices and then put like a little popsicle stick in it. And then I guess refreeze it or something. And then they dip it in chocolate. It is amazing. I do not remember what the one piece cost me, but I don't think it was as much as Gold Belly is charging. So for 12 bars, it's $135. That's $11.25 a bar. And I want, no, absolutely not. I can go buy a $7 and change Edwards key lime pie at Publix. It's already frozen. I can cut it into pieces, stick an ice cream stick or a popsicle stick in it, dip it in chocolate, and get it for less than $1 a slice. Yeah, no thank you, Gold Belly. And then I noticed some biscuits, and I wrote them down. I don't think I brought the paper in, but I remember the prices. So it was called Honest Biscuits. I think they're out of Seattle. And I looked up their website, and they call it a I'm gonna laugh because I'm almost gonna say the wrong thing. It's called a butter hole biscuit, and you know what I almost said. It's $3.50, I believe. I know it was 3 something and change on their website. It worked out to be $8.62 if you order it from Gold Belly, and Gold Belly claims it's free shipping. I think not. While the shipping may not be added on to your final bill, they are obviously building the shipping in the price, or Gold Belly is taking a huge cut of these prices. So while this stuff looks amazing and I want to order a bunch of this food, I shall refrain from doing so because of these prices. It's just crazy. So it's like, no thank you. Before I forget, my next rant is my little remote. It died this week, or actually last weekend when I was taking photos, which it's more frustrating when you don't have a remote. I was going to try to connect the camera to my phone, but for whatever reason, my camera refuses to log on. Where is I going with my hair? Log on to my home's Wi-Fi. It's possible that I might can get it connected to the phone's hotspot. I don't know, but I haven't tried using the phone as a remote yet. But this little thing is so great. It is the best thing. I had extra batteries that go in it. I changed the battery, put a fresh battery in it, and I just tested it out to take my thumbnail, and it does not work. So I probably will order another one of these things. They're not that expensive, but it is good. And for what I want to do, I need it in my life. And I realize it's not a necessity. I realize that, but I want a new one. I forgot to bring something out here. I do have a rant about. Let me go get it. I'm back. I've got to rant about this La Mer product. And this is the moisturizing cream. You may remember if you watched my last, did I put this in a haul or did I put it in a chat video? I had ordered some stuff from Nordstrom probably the first week I was in self-isolation. They had a lot of products 25% off. And when I initially ordered this product, I thought it was the moisturizing soft cream. I just wasn't paying attention. I ordered it and then I realized later it was not the one I thought it was, but I had run out of my other one that I dearly love, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just going to keep it and use it. And this is the second time I've ordered this product. This stuff is so thick. You're not going to be able to see it very much because it's just all white in there. It is so thick that when if I have anything else on my face, it doesn't matter what. It could be serum, it could be just damp from just washing my face. It doesn't matter. This will not spread out. It is literally like trying to put peanut butter on a wet piece of bread. You can't get it spread out. It just clumps up. And the other day I mixed it with some self-tanner drops. That was a disaster. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't even mix it. Like, I put the drops in, actually I put some of this in my hand first. Then I put the drops in there and then I rubbed it around. And then I put it on my face. It was just in clumps all over my face. I hate this product. I will tell you, one redeeming quality is if you have any dry skin on your face, it will take care of your dry skin. But you ain't gonna get it spread out if there's anything else on your face. Now, if your face is completely dry, nothing else on there, you can get it to spread out. But I am just like, no, will not ever order that one again. I will not. It's the moisturizing soft cream the whole way for me. Now this is so ridiculous. I was like, should I even mention this or not? But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. A few weeks ago or months ago, I was watching Tamara Kalanick. I may have mispronounced her last name and I apologize if I did. And she was showing a shoe collection, and she showed these shoes by the designer, I think it's pronounced Amina Muwadi. And they're very intriguing shoes, and I will put a picture on the screen. And they were mules, but the heel is extremely intriguing, and I liked it. I cannot find these shoes anywhere that are not sold out in my size. They're literally sold out on every single site that I have seen them on in my size, and it's like in all the colors. And I'm like, well, I guess I didn't need them anyway. But yeah, so that's an issue. Another thing I wanted to rant about, and that's Fashionphile. Now, you guys know, if you've watched any of my recent unboxings, I use Fashionphile and I love the brand or the company. But there are some instances where they need to be called out, and I'm doing it right now. Are you guys familiar with the Nano Speedy from Louis Vuitton? It is the cutest little handbag. Now, it is on a future wish list for me, maybe not to get this year, but I would definitely like to have it in the future. If it's still around, I have heard it's been discontinued, but we shall see. I wrote this down, on Louis Vuitton's website, don't get me wrong, it's pricey. It's $1,130 on Louis Vuitton's site. But we're talking about Louis Vuitton. Literally the same handbag in brand new condition on Fashionphile's website is $2,365. That is a price increase of $1,235, more than the original cost from the Louis Vuitton store. And I was like, how dare you, you greedy people? And I just had to call them out because that is crazy and it's price gouging. And I don't mind saying that right now. I just think that's horrible. I just think it's horrible. I mean, a little markup, fine, but $1,230 markup more than the bag cost. I'm just like, that is awful. And I hope y'all get mad with me. And now I will say one thing on Fashionphile, if it doesn't sell, and I'm hoping nobody buys that bag for that price, they will start discounting the price. I've read it'll come down 10% like every 30 days, and I don't know where it will max out at. I have seen stuff for 30% off, 10%, I've seen it for maybe 5%, 15%. Those are odds. It always seems to be 10%, but I have seen like a 5% or a 15%, but typically it's like 10%, then 20, then 30. But that is so greedy because the bag is hard to get a hold of and because people want it. I'm just like, y'all. That made me mad. That one did, as you can probably tell. I know we're talking about fashion. We're not talking about food. It is not the same way as price gouging for food or water or fuel. It's not in that category. That is worse. Don't get me wrong, that is worse, but it made me mad. There was a couple of other things I wanted to rant about. Okay, this one's laughable. I used to have Quaker oatmeal, blueberries and cream oatmeal at least Monday through Friday. That's what I had for breakfast every morning. Ever since I've been in self-isolation, my local grocery store that I go to has run Quaker oatmeal buy one get one free twice. They don't have the blueberries and cream. They have all the other flavors but that one. And I'm like, really? Why is that one the popular one? I do not know. And every time I've gone into the store, which has not been that often, I go look just to see if they have it. I'm like, I don't even have to get it buy one get one. they still don't have it. I'm like, did Quaker quit making blueberry oatmeal? I don't know. Anyway, so that is pretty much my rant. I would love it if you guys would leave a comment, and you can rant about whatever you want to rant about. I do not mind. And there is something if you guys could only, no, you don't need to know, but I was going to say, know what goes on in my mind. I debated sharing this or not because I'm laughing about it, and it's kind of, it's a weird thing to dwell on, but it's just a weird mind. I'm quirky, okay? You guys don't get to see as much as of that quirkiness as I really am, because I censor myself a lot. I mean, what you see on YouTube is me. That is one part of me, but I am a bit of an enigma, a paradox. I'm quirky. I'm serious. Anyway, my phone just decided to beep at me. I do not know why. It's almost like Siri turned itself on then turned itself off. I didn't say Siri. Anyway, I have been watching, like I said earlier, and this is not part of the rant. This is kind of back to the chat because I'm not upset about this at all. It's just my quirkiness and going, I wonder what's going on. So I have noticed ever since I've been in self-isolation that there is one, I'm assuming it's one person who always gives my videos a thumbs down. Regardless of what the video is, it doesn't matter. But here's what I've started noticing, and that's okay. If they want to do it, they can do it. They don't have to like me. And the reason why I'm assuming it's one person is because I only get, for the most part, and again, my videos are not that popular, and I know the more popular videos I have, the more thumbs down I get. But in general, I get one thumbs down. Here's what I've started noticing in self-isolation. It happens, so I usually put a video up at 7 a.m. Central Time. Usually about sometime what happens between 10 to 11 or 10 to 12, I get a thumbs down. So within 3 to 4 hours, this person is watching my videos, or at least clicking on the video, giving me a thumbs down. I don't know if they're watching them or not. And I was like, Then I started thinking, well, what could this is me. Well, I wonder where that person works. Is this when their break is happening, or maybe they're living somewhere else and it's the middle of the night and they just woke up? These things start going on in my mind. Well, this past week I did the Chanel Boy bag reveal, and I did the skirted fancy styling video. I'm almost positive as of the filming of this video right now that I did not get thumbs down on either one of those videos. And I was thinking, this is what I first thought. Instead of thinking, well, I guess this person finally liked these videos, I was like, oh my goodness, something has happened to this person. Then I start going, oh my goodness, I hope they're okay. Now, I will tell you, and honestly, I wasn't worried about them. I don't know who they are. But I literally started wondering if they got the coronavirus. Did they leave? Did their internet go out? I started wondering that. So if you, whoever is doing this, are still watching up to now, I hope you're okay. Because I did kind of wonder what happened to you this week when you didn't give me a thumbs down on those 2 videos. So anyway, I just threw that out there. Okay. The oops that happened, and it happened to Josie from Fashion Mumbler. And this is a lady who's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. She is a YouTube guru, an expert. She makes a living off of that blog. She's a blogger. This is her full-time job, blogging, YouTubing, Instagram, stuff like that. This is her life that supports her. Now, I'm sure she's got other things as well that make up her life, but this is what she has chosen to do with her life as a career. She made the biggest boo-boo this past week, and I happened to see it. Luckily, she took it down, but not before I took a screenshot because I was literally about to message her, and here is what happened. If you guys have been watching her, then you know that she's recently moved to a 14th century home in the Cotswolds, I think I pronounced that correctly, in England. And that it's an amazing looking property, and I was like, congratulations to her for getting this. It seems to be her, she said, it's my forever home. It's what she wants. She loves it. I personally would not want to live in a 14th century house. My house is old enough as it is, and I would like more modern, but regardless, that's neither here nor there. Her fiance was reading a bit of historical information about the house and the property, and she was filming him, and she put it on her, it's called Old House Our Home, I think is the Instagram channel. So she was doing Instagram stories and filming him reading it. Then she went even further and wrote on the story a statement about who it was leased to and the year it was leased to this person. This is historical data that is on the internet that anybody can find. I literally took a screenshot of that one story with it, the person it was leased to and the year that it was leased in. I went and Googled it, and in one Google search, I found her property. And I was like, Josie, what were you thinking? I have done enough oopsies in my life, but that was huge from somebody who is a pro at keeping her personal life personal and hidden. Like she never really talked about her property a lot and where it was in England, never really showed it until the outside of it, other than her backyard or her garden, as they like to say in the UK, before. And then all of a sudden she puts historical information about a 14th century year old or 14th century property that you can Google and find. And I was just like, I was literally about to message her and say, Josie, you don't know me, but take this down. You just told everybody your address. In one Google search, I know the address. I know what the property was listed for. Now, I don't know that she paid that much for it, but I'm like, girl is making some bank if she paid that much for it. Oh my goodness, it was expensive. And I'm like, good for her that she's able to afford it. No jealousy on my part, but I was just like, what an oops that was. And again, I am not going to share her address with you at all. That is not something I would ever do. That would be evil and awful to do something like that. But I just want to go, oh my goodness, what did she do? And what was she thinking? Luckily, but that just goes to show you, even someone who is professional at doing YouTube, Instagram, blogging, or whatever, they still mess up. And I think the rest of this, I should have probably respected her and not Googled it, but guys, I am nosy and I could not help myself. I just had to do it. But I will be respectful and not share it with the world. And if anybody else happened to see it at the time, then you could have done the same thing that I did. But anyway, I just wanted to share this chat, this rant, and an oops with you in this chat video. It's a long one. The camera's already cut me off one time because I've talked over 30 minutes. It cuts you off at 30 minutes. Let me wake up Coco and Chanel, and then I'm going to move on and film a Sephora haul. I'm going to film the best of some fashion, and I might do a best of accessory videos, and I'm wearing one of them right now that I would recommend for sure. May film that later, but yeah, let me go ahead and do that. And it has been raining again, so I do not know if I will get a styling video done today, but fingers crossed for tomorrow. So here's Chanel. I'm gonna grab Coco in a minute. She was curled up in her bed, just so sleepy, and she said, I've always got to give mommy a kiss. When mommy picks me up, I have to give her a kiss. I just have to. Yes. I'm telling you, if Chanel had a job, she would be either a security guard or a professional kisser. That's what she would be. She loves to do both. But she is my sweet little girl. And I love Coco and Chanel so, so much. It's so funny how they are such alike, and while they are both black and tan, they look so different to me. They probably look just alike to you guys, but they look so different to me. And then they act, oh, oops, excuse you. But they act so different. Their personalities are weird. Not weird, just different. Chanel is the more, I guess you could say, ladylike of the two. if dogs can be ladylike. She eats her food very slowly. She's very she thinks about what she eats before she eats it. Coco is like a little vacuum cleaner. She will just grab it. Chanel's fur is super soft. She is like velvet, and Coco's is more coarse. And these two, they are sisters from the same litter. They are the same age. They are about 3.5-ish. They'll be 4 in at the end of August. So anyway, so let me grab Coco and you guys can see her. So here's Coco. Oh, let's fix your ear. Let's fix your ear. One thing about dachshunds, you have to constantly fix their ear. Well, you don't. Oh, did y'all hear that? She literally just burped. Now, I don't think Chanel has ever burped. Coco burps all the time. I don't know if that's normal or not, but this is my little girl and I love her so, so much. But another difference between the two, and since I don't have them up side by side, it's going to be harder for you guys to see, but the tan part of Coco, like this tan part right here, whoops, I didn't mean to stick my hand in your mouth, sorry about that. She's darker than Chanel, she's darker than Chanel. She is better at playing. Poor Chanel is just like a scaredy cat. If I throw like a little toy at them, oh, she just wants to go back to sleep. If I throw a toy, not at them, but for them to go get, Chanel thinks I'm throwing it at her, and Coco loves it. Coco loves to play. When I first got them, brought them home, Coco was my scaredy cat, and Chanel was I guess more of the dominant one, but then they kind of reverse roles and Coco became more dominant. She is, and I'm gonna have to cover her ear so she can't hear. She's a little bit of a bully until Chanel gets mad, and then she's a big baby. But anyway, I love her, and she is just so, so funny. She loves showing out for me. She will get like a paper towel or a Kleenex if she can get a hold of it, and she will shake it, and she just loves to show out. And I said, show me your trick and what you can do, and she'll just shake it. Oh, say, Mommy, you woke me up. But anyway, these are my two little girls, and I just love them so, so much. So, guys, I hope you didn't mind enduring this long video. I hope you have a great and blessed week. I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. Bye-bye, guys.